Okay, sorry. Hey, it's Jaded Savage. We're here today. I wasn't even recording earlier, and I had a great speech. Well, whatever. But we're going to jump right into it. But what we're doing here right now, like I said, normally we work with a division, which is a left hand thing, and now we're working with the right hand, where after the research has been done, when it no longer is considered research, and now as a platform researcher and designer, I just I just don't have the time to argue with someone who is just who I know and what I feel to be true, whether it's fact or fictional. What I feel that it's I feel it's true that this particular individual is the cause of the destruction of the black community. And only part of the community this individual likes is the either the intakes of pharmaceuticals or sexual intake of black penises. Exactly, Sheila. That's the only part she seems to gravitate to, not our culture. And they try to take our culture and re-enslave us with our own gods and belief system and color and range and everything else. We don't want you in our lives because you are the very person that created, because when we sat here, we're sitting in the situation that we're sitting in right now. This person's constantly they always harassing the black communities who are either working. It's like another war between the people that she created, the social group that she created. It doesn't make any money. So now she's trying to use the low income individuals. Exactly. And all the social services that was created for the people to help them in the workforce. Because the true low income individuals are the ones, remember I told you, witches always prey on the poor. From back in the days in the relics, witches always preyed on the poor, or the ones who didn't have anything, because they always thought they were expendable. It's easy to get to them. So now they have access to these individuals. That's why this is the type of research. I don't know. They always did. We always hear stories about this, and I wonder why. That's why you always hear. And then we find out that you're creating poverty, and to keep to keep yourself, because your platform is the people who are in beggary and drug addicts and the Francis of Assisi through the church, and usually it's dealing with those type of individuals. So the metaphysics of the spiritual doctrine, exactly, this person creates. This is why I kept saying to you guys, why does lady keep why do they keep attacking the two areas in people's lives? Employment. So they create this point where, remember, everybody knows I'm a workaholic. Anybody who knows me, and all of a sudden we're not working, something's wrong. So we're sitting here, even though I am a highly educated researcher, but I'm also a black woman, and I get down out there, get out there and get on the grind, just like you guys. I don't have any pride, and we're starting to notice they always attacking your employment and either in your housing area. And this is for the platform I was trying to tell people. And now that we're on a smaller scale, and we only have one common denominator. It's not even the police anymore. Exactly. Because the police is on a whole another frequency. Exactly. So now we keep seeing a higher consciousness, and the same two areas, which is the housing and the employment areas of the client or even myself, because I am the client. I'm not using any human subjects. So I'm also, even though I'm the researcher, I'm also the client, and the client is constantly never working. So now what's happening here is that they created a world where of laziness and sloth. So what, I can get this from the system. In reality, they're the ones that are in low income. Because the only way you can have an income is if you're working. And which person you always see them walking around and not working? Exactly. It's not typically the black woman. So now we got this platform, the low income people, because they have all these programs. They got Social Security. They put all this stuff in place so they don't have to work. So now they're cutting that off. Remember, they just cut everybody off a pandemic. So now they ain't looking for money. Exactly. They don't have any money. They're going broke. They don't have any fucking money. So now they are attacking. Now you're the only one. So now they're going back into the system, people who are on welfare, and they're going through those programs that used to get people jobs. But the thing is, when they get into the job, they don't actually work in the job. So now they're using magic and manipulating everything. And when things need to get done, that's when things need to get done, that's where procurement comes in. When procurement comes in, this is where they get their stuff from. When they need work done, because they don't really know what they're doing. So when you got somebody who knows what they're doing and are educated, that's where the procurement of government contracting comes in. When they get all this information, this is the tools where they can get all the information because they don't know what they're doing. They can say, "Oh, this is what I've been doing this for 30 years." You mean you've been living a lie for 30 years? That's why nothing is getting done, because they placate. It's an act to them. So while you're sending all these proposals, they're saying, "Oh, you're not getting the funding." So now they making money. Now the federal government is catching that shit. They want someone who's going to come in and do their fucking job and leave. So now we're sitting here going through procurement and government contracting as an independent contractor. Meanwhile, while you're in the system as an independent contractor, your mind and your body and you're going through a whole bunch of emotional turmoil within the system, because now they're attacking you, because there's no one else in the system that is strong enough to handle this type of stuff. So when you're in the system, now you went from state contracting to federal government. So now they don't understand why, okay, she's in this particular area. She's jealous because she cannot withhold the structuring of the country. So she's back and forth trying to placate, like she don't know what she's doing. We know you don't know what you're doing. That's why we're sitting here wondering why you keep going as though she don't know what she's doing, she just starts to attack certain areas. Oh, I can't handle more than, sometimes it could be men too, because men are logic, but they can only handle 2 to 3 different things at a time. But when it comes to women, we can juggle 15 to 20 things in a day. Exactly. We juggle. This is one of the talents of black women and women in general. I'm not saying just black women. I'm not a racist, but I am pro-black. And I'm pro-woman. And I'm a big supporter of black women. Men, I don't know. We try to support you, but when we support you, we never get that back. Just like I said, when I needed $50 yesterday, where were you? My point exactly. Black men are never there for black women, period. That's just how that white women built them that way. It's been like that since slavery. That the black women have been raising children and running households for years. And this is the things that make them jealous of us, because we have all this, our bounce back and structuring and how we move and fluidity of everything they inflict on us. So they're really, really jealous of you at this time. Regardless of what the situation, they're very jealous. They created the low income. You know why they low income? It's not because they low income because of laziness. So now they're starting to attack the middle working class blacks. Now we're going back and forth there. They standing on the corpses. They're standing from the ladder of low income individuals trying to battle a god. Exactly. Of redevelopment. Research. Experimental research. The edge. She trying to battle the edge with fucking low income slaves. No warriors on her team. Exactly. So as we listen to the words coming out of my mouth, I need Tyler Perry to keep writing, because this is called The Shelter. We're going to start working on that film. Exactly. She love. You trying to battle me with a bunch of fucking Francis or sissies. Exactly. So she's trying to battle me with these individuals who don't give a fuck about themselves already. Exactly. So this is the thing. So, in the meantime, I have to work from my car, because I went to work and I had got me an office. They came to the whole office, harassed me. So now I got to work from my car. I go to the hotel. I get harassed at the hotel from the fucking, the hooker wives. Exactly. Now I'm in my car, and I can't, if I'm not moving my car or driving, so I sit in, I'm supposed to stop living my life because you're hanging around? No, dear. No, I'm not. So if I want to sit down and have a drink, that's what I'm going to do. It's my car. I can do what the fuck I want with my fucking car. As long as I'm not on the clock drinking and getting high and smoking weed and all that shit. So long as I'm not on the clock, because you have clients there. So stop trying to say X and Y, Z, but this is the type of people we're talking about. They don't work. They try to get 2-for-1 deals out this motherfucker. You're the only one that don't work. Half of the men, but we're out here with your white man. Exactly. We out here with the white man because we seem like we're the only ones working. Exactly. The black man is not working because he's too busy fucking you all day. Exactly. And all they do is fucking you all day, while me and the white man and the black women are working all day. Exactly. That's pretty much the truth. Why they never working, dear? Why? You're not going to tell me that my research is wrong. We're the only ones out here working. We're the only ones for 2 years. Exactly. I'm not saying it's all white women, but every time we see you, you're never at work, dear. You always wondering what I'm doing all day. But as soon as some money come in, you're right on top of that. And then you feel like you're entitled to our shit. And that's when your mind goes back into slavery, to Slavic, the legislative components. As soon as someone wrongs me, I pick up the phone and call the law, and you pop up. Exactly. That's the truth. That's the truth. So now I'm dealing with injustice, lack of employment, lack of housing again, because I'm trying to transition out of that life. I created my life. I knew I was going to live in 2 states, 3 to 6 months out of the year. I always knew that because of my obligations to the United States of America. Mind you, we gotta go over here. We signed a non-disclosure already, but you gotta sign one every year. We signed a non-disclosure. This woman is disclosing everything to them. Exactly. So now we gotta file a lawsuit for that. So keep that in mind, ma'am. Keep that in mind that we gotta sign a lawsuit for that. So I want to just come out here and say, thank you. It's time to take these bitches back to school. Because it's time to somebody's about to get shot at this motherfucker. Because we don't have the kind of time that you have on your hands. We're in our 40s already. We are done. And you keep trying to push your workload onto my black flesh. Exactly. I want everybody to thank you for listening. And this is Jada Savage.